Hi everyone. So welcome back to the prom series of getting ready for prom. This is one of the final videos in this, and this is going to look at the last 30 days in the run up to your prom. As it is, I'm exactly 1 month until my prom today, so I'm really excited about it, and everything's beginning to fall into place, which is really good because a couple of weeks ago it looked like nothing was going to go well. We finally found out the prices for our tickets. Finally got the limo sorted. I finally got all my accessories. Um, so yeah, I'm really, really excited for this. And it's kind of sad though that everything in the last couple of weeks has become really stressful in relation to prom, like over dresses and what we're gonna buy and how we're gonna get there. That's been really annoying because I have been really looking forward to it. So in a way, I am kind of going to be glad when it's done because it will mean a lot less stress. And all the teachers have already said that they find at this time of year that um, our grades start to slip, which is a little bit worrying because it's going to be October very soon, and at that point we're almost 2 months, like a month into our course, and nearly 2 months in, and we're nearly ready for Christmas exams. So yeah, that's really quite worrying because I need to do well to get into uni. So it's a lot of time, a lot of effort, and also a lot of money. And I found I've probably spent more than I should have on it. Um, but not to the point yet where I'm regretting it. If it's a really bad night, then I'll probably regret it. But all the stuff I've got is stuff I can reuse, so I'm not gonna let that get me down, and I'm just gonna have a really good night with my friends. So basically, because I'm in the going into the last 30 days, I'm going to say what I should be doing, and it's probably stuff which I have done by now because I am pretty much sorted, but I'm gonna run through it with you guys because I'll probably say something and remind myself what I have to do. So let me find. So there's about 3 pages, so it's quite long. Yeah, it's 3 or 4 pages worth of notes, so it's quite a long section. But I think that's because closer to the time you start doing more stuff in order to get ready. Okay, so in the last 30 days, you have to pick up your dress. Unless you're hiring a dress, if you buy your dress, you probably already have it at your house. Mine's been in my house since April, but it's been locked in my parents' wardrobe away from me, and I've had to try it a couple of times just for alterations and making sure it still fits and things like that. And I'm just gonna stop because I'm getting really sore where I'm sitting. I'm just gonna get a pillow and sit on it. It's staying on my hard floor. Oh, so yeah, you pick up your dress. That's just in case there's a problem with it, you need an alteration done really quickly. So giving yourself 30 days means you have enough time to get it done. Um, it's also in case you need to lose more weight or need to gain a little bit of weight in order for it to fit you very well. Alterations, have the dress professionally altered if it needs it. My mum has been working on my dress the last 2 days, altering it for me, which is so nice. It's been really time consuming, but she's nearly done. I can go and try it on after this video, so she can make the final like pinning section and then like finish sewing it. And then it'll be altered, and then I'll be very happy because it will be done. Professionally, I would recommend getting it professionally altered. It's just because mine was going to be so time consuming to alter, I didn't get it done by a professional dressmaker, and they didn't want to. So that's why mum did it for me, but she is really keen with the sewing machine, and she was more than happy to do it for me, even though I was kind of like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I just didn't want anything to go wrong. And breaking in new shoes. Personally, my shoes are really high, and because I'm bringing a guy with me that is quite tall, so I needed higher shoes. Plus, actually, I'm quite short. I'm not the tallest person in the world, but then again, I'm not the shortest person in the world. So I kind of like a nice big heel anyway, and I'm quite comfortable walking in heels. So therefore, I've bought some really nice shoes. I can't wait to show them to you, but not just yet. And so I'm gonna have to start breaking my shoes this day. I've only worn them once, and that was in the shop. So yeah, they're really good breaking in. This is something which you don't necessarily need to do, but order a buttonnaire. A buttonnaire is a flower which goes in your date pocket, and this is if a girl is buying for a guy, and guys you buy a corsage for your female date. In that case, um, I don't know, it doesn't seem really typical, in Ireland, the people to buy each other like massages and buccaneers and stuff. So I'm not buying my date one. I have actually bought him his limo ticket and his formal ticket. So I've spent a good amount of money on him, so I'm not gonna get him one. So yeah, it just goes in his lapel. If they say lapel, I'm guessing it's like a little hole in his like into the buttonhole. Corsage, remind your date he needs to order one. Me and my friend came up with a really great way of doing this because we're both bringing friends, we're not bringing boyfriends. So I said to my date that my friend wants a corsage, so he said to his friend that she wants one, and she did the same for her friend, to her date. And it was going quite well until we talked to each other's dates, and they realised our plan. So I actually went to Price one the other day, and from a really good florist, they're about 1850. They come on like little bracelets, so you can reuse the bracelet. And apparently it's typical for the girl to go in, order the corsage with her dress, so like she has exactly matches exactly what she wants, and then tells her just to go and pay for it. Um, so I don't really know if that's what's done or what's not done. So I can see why that's done because I mean the guy doesn't always know the colour of your dress, so I can even remember this situation. Imagine if you have a green dress and it turns up with a blue flower. Okay, it's not the end of the world, and you shouldn't let it ruin your night. But still, like for a lot of girls, they want their prom to be absolutely perfect. So remind your date he needs to order this. And if you're like me and you know that your friend is taking your date's friend, get them to try and sort it out for themselves. So the funniest thing was when my friend mentioned to her date, "Oh, you need to order corsages for us." He was like, "What's a corsage?" And we were just like, um, "Okay, we need to sort this out because it's not really fair on the guys, um, to try and sort it out." And we've not for socks off this. Usually I get to put a checklist, but I'll probably make a separate video on this because they're quite long. Confirm all your appointments. So any tanning, tanning, tanning appointments, nail appointments, hair appointments that you've made, you need to confirm the time and date that you're going. Same with any transport, just to ensure that it's going to come at the right time and that you're not booking the wrong date or anything. Because there's nothing worse than turning from the day and finding you red tickets to deal with you, especially if there's a couple of form of same day or it's a very popular style one and everyone goes to it. Tell your date a few things about your family and sort of what to expect when they meet your family, especially mm, just so he's not completely put on the spot or she's not completely put on the spot. Last minute changes, any make attend to these like pre or post prom, pre or post prom plans, um, like where you're going, who you're meeting, who's coming to your house, who's going to another house, anything like that you do need to sort out as early as possible. There's no point leaving it to the last 2 days because then you're under enough pressure as it is. Discuss with friends date issues, party issues, driving issues, drinking issues, and any others with friends. Um, we kind of didn't do this, and it created a lot of problems for some of us to do in terms of transport, and it never really got resolved. It got resolved to the best of the ability that we could get it resolved to, but it never got fully resolved. So yeah, it's just like we're all gonna drink. Very few of us are 18. I'd like to point it out to anyone sitting at home who thinks I'm 18. I'm not. I'm 17. My parents both know that I drink, and they don't have an issue with it as long as I'm sensible in it. So therefore, I am gonna drink my prom night, but I'm not gonna be accepted. I'm not a heavy drinker anyway, and nothing's gonna stop me with my friends drinking. Though I don't want to be the one who's constantly looking after everyone. But still, like you do that for your friends. And just discuss any issues that you have, like if one of you doesn't drink or you want to have like a kitty, and that's where everyone puts in a certain amount of money and then drinks are all bought from that until that money goes on. Maybe do that, but you do need to realise some people won't drink or will drink less, and therefore that needs to be factored into the cost. And start getting start getting lots of sleep. Because of the amount of schoolwork I have at the minute, I'm finding it really hard to get into bed before 12 o'clock at night. And then I'm up at half 6 every morning. So I'm getting about 6.5 hours sleep on a school night, and then weekends I either get a lie-in on a Saturday or I get a lie-in on a Sunday. I don't get a lie-in both days generally. If I'm out the night, I'm even up to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I get up relatively early. So I'm gonna start trying to make an effort to during the school week be in bed before 11 o'clock. And like that might only seem like an hour, but that hour can make a real difference. Even if you're just in bed and reading, it doesn't make any difference. It's just to try and get rid of bags in your eyes. You don't want to have those. Um, you don't want to be white in the night either. I know, like anyone who gets really excited before something, you know yourself that you cannot be excited for. But do try eat because otherwise you're gonna be completely white. And the actual day will go really quickly. So just get lots of sleep. Step up your exercise, been keeping healthy with workouts and good eating, right? Step these up. I have to admit, I have. I've barely done enough exercise to keep me going longer, but I've really tried, and I'm really going to try this month as well. I'm going to probably be silly with my dieting and be really stupid and not eat or something like that, and just to make sure the dress fits really well. But as it is, I fit in the dress quite well. I haven't had to lose any weight, and gain a bit of weight for it. Therefore, I'm not going to worry about it. So that concludes what you could be considering doing during the last 30 days of getting ready for prom. Anything on that, there's quite a few things on that list which I need to really start doing, which is especially dealing with exercise and getting plenty of rest. I've discussed a lot of things with friends anyway, and most of our changes, well, obviously they're last minute, you won't know until the last minute. Um, my date's met my parents and family before, so I don't mind. But I'm not getting into stuff. Yeah, I think I've pretty much done everything. Um, there's one more video in this series which is on the last 2 days. I'll probably film this earlier in advance of my actual funeral because I'm really worried. My film is actually no, I should have time to film it a couple of days beforehand because I took the weekend off work and the whole week and the next weekend because it's really busy and stuff. So yeah, that's it for this video. And thanks very much for watching. And yeah, that's really it. There's not much more for me to say other than thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for all the lovely comments I've been getting, and thanks for all the subscribers. And I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye!